What is up, everyone? It is your boy Farai, and today we're going to be looking at how to achieve the Desiigner Travis Scott style of recording.
Nice.
Some could say that came from Future, some could say that came from, I don't know, Atlanta sound. But yeah, let's check it out. So first off, we'll start by listening to what the Stiggers recorded. Let's move this up a little bit. Yeah, let's get it. Shout out to Gutter Beats. This is from his album. This beat is from Before I Look Back. I think it's on Bandcamp still. Go and donate to him. Is this ever gonna load? Yeah, there it is. Gutter Beats joking Before I Look Back. Go support that. Great instrumentals. Yeah, let's get it.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana. Calling out the plug cause we got them pounds. True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana. Calling out the plug cause we got them pounds.
Cool, and I just realized I had named everything, so I'm gonna move everything back. Where was it all? There. Okay, so yeah, there we go. We got the hook main, which is the top. We got the left and right. We got 2 rights, not named properly. There we go. Cool, so let's check it from the mixer's point of view.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana. Calling out the plug cause we got them pounds. True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana. Calling out the plug cause we got them pounds.
Cool, so there you go. I'll pretty much solo each thing and you can hear how it goes on the other end. So I'll just straight up play the hook main.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana. Calling out the plug cause we got them pounds.
And shout out to Pitcher for being, pretty much the best auto-tune out there. Besides Antares, obviously. It's got a really clean sound. They haven't updated the algorithm in many years, so this has stood the test of time. It's a great plugin. So yeah, pretty much how the routing goes as usual is we go in chorus into the main vocal bus where we're doing a lot of stuff. We got some secret plugins by a variety of sound. Thrill Seeker, give you that kind of Mike Dean sound right there. Amazing, right? We're doing some heavy de-essing, right? So,
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my band.
and you can see the stick didn't care when he recorded this. You can hear the mic pops, everything going crazy, but it's part of the aesthetic. It's a wild kind of live show type sound, rodeo as they say.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my band.
So yeah, the de-esser does its job. So we tend to do saturation and de-essing, or I tend to do it first, and then we go for basic cut, right? Because anything under there is not really musical. From there we are doing some Panda Montana. I realized today that those 2 words rhymes. Interesting here. Pretty much just some high boost at 20 just to get some more excitation. We're doing some kind of intelligibility boost, right? That's pretty much where humans will pick up like the words and everything. So we go there, roll off a bit more. We're doing some rolling off, crazy stuff. Either way, you could go for the vintage style. So that's more of like an old school type sound, a bit more bass in there. So let's listen to that.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana.
So cool. If you can't hear the difference between that, send your stuff to a mixer, like me or whoever, support the mixing industry, So we go back to there. We're doing some mud removal. 230, definitely a muddy area. Then we're going for... So we got 2 in this template. We got 2 different types of compressors. We've got the DBX 160, right? I'll put a picture on the screen right now. Ooh, post-production should be right there. And we also got the SSL style, so we'll just run through that.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana.
So yeah, the only difference is the DBX has a really fast attack, really long release, crazy ratio. I've chosen where the compressor should start. And yeah, we're going for soft knee and on the SSL vintage because you know how it is. So yeah, that's pretty much the main, right? We play the main with the beat.
True Santana, True Santana. 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana.
And recorded really hard, as you can see.
True Santana, True Santana.
But nothing like up at 0, you know, because you don't want to distort. Because once you get digital distortion, you've ruined your recording. So, you know, as you can see, the edges of the box or whatever that represents the waveform is 0, right? Here we got pretty close to 0. Pretty close, but, you know, all good. All's good. So yeah, over here we have the backgrounds, right? So let's play the backgrounds. And I think the stick recorded them off, the words are off. But who cares, because you can't hear the difference, you know, when the whole song is playing. Wow, so nice, you know what I'm saying? Just so kind of easy going. So, you know, the way I like to record, you can do whatever you want with your recordings, but what I like to do is I record 2 different takes, pan them hard left, hard right. Hard means all the way 100% left. Hard right means 100% right. You can go anywhere you want. You know, some Young Thug recordings have like a 50% pan, I've heard, around there. It's up to you. You know, then we go into our stereo bus, right? I like to separate the mono and the stereo, process them differently, and sum them at the vocal bus. Doing some cleaning up EQ. So rolling off all the highs, all the lows. You know, bringing that intelligent side in. Getting rid of a bit of the highness right there. And yeah, pretty much doing some compression. Doing some widening. And if using the widening, you know, we got to roll off 16K. Because if you don't know that when you export to MP3, especially low-res MP3, like 256 kilobytes and whatever, you tend to lose a lot of the high end. So there's no point in widening the side channel, right? The side channel, because you've got mid and side. And this is separating those 2 things, I'm guessing. No point in having them sticking out because it just makes your MP3 sound worse, basically. And yeah, bit of extra gain right there. You know, obviously it's just not loud enough, so vintage style. You know, the one thing about the Fruity compressor, it was actually made by this brand called Ultra Funk, and they do like some heavy science stuff in terms of audio. So never doubt this plugin. You know, each type that it has, you know, this little knee setting here has a different characteristic. The vintage one is probably the most interesting. It emulates the old style compressors. So you can use this, you know, I'm using this right now on the on my recording channel. And yeah, let's check out the ad-libs without anything but the ad-libs, which sound pretty silly alone, but hey, let's go. So yeah, hopefully if you are listening on stereo headphones, stereo speakers, hopefully listening on studio monitors, just definitely not a laptop, all that kind of stuff. You know, mono, you can hear that. You know, if you heard the song, you know, the track where Meek Mill raps with Desiigner doing the ad-libs, they know the difference, You can hear that, like, Designer's ad-libs pan, like, left and right. Now, you know, everyone keeps doubting FL's plugins, but you know, these have not been updated for many years, and they sound so amazing. This has an LFO tool, basically means it can pan itself. You know, you just need to set it up, LFO automated low frequency oscillator, whatever. So if you just want to hear, the ad-libs are doing their own thing, going left to right. You can set the speed based on your song. So there we go. And yeah, you know, it's going left to right. Stack them if you want, who cares? You know, it sounds wild in the song, just make sure it's on tempo.
True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana.
So yeah, compression obviously So even though this is going to the stereo vocal bus where compression is happening, you just want to tame at times your ad-libs because they do get pretty wild. Pretty dynamic. Like there, that's pretty soft, that's pretty loud, that's pretty loud, etc., etc. And yeah, so heading over to the vocal bus, right? Using the thrill seeker, which just adds a bit of saturation, so that gives it like a console vibe, right? Almost like a Neve or SSL type console vibe. Doing a bit of input output. Actually, let's test this out right now. Pretty much with plugins like these, what you can do is you can drive the input and then turn down the output. So let's drive the input up to, let's just say 0.60, and then turn it down to 40, right? Because then we've done 10-10. So let's check that out.
True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana.
And can you see there that THD, which is total harmonic distortion, I'm guessing, is increasing. So let's try again and go even further.
True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana, calling out the plug cause we got them pounds.
But yeah, just that setting alone sounds awesome. Great plugins. Those are old plugins. They've been around. Just look on the internet. You can find all that stuff. And yeah, pretty much we do a bit of bus EQ. Get rid of some of the mud that is now built up around the 230 range if needed. Cut some of the 7.7 really sibilant kind of area. And yeah, roll off some lows. And there you go. You got the sound right there.
True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana.
Awesome, right? You can obviously hear that we got some reverb going on. With hip hop, mainstream kind of hip hop, you don't really want to do too much like large reverb, young, lean type euphoric reverbs, which in my I prefer that kind of stuff. But for these, you want to keep them more dry, so we use a studio type recording. Really small decay. If I just route this to there, that's what the room sounds like, right? It almost sounds like you're recording in a large live studio room, right? Like when you're at a studio, you've got the vocal booth and the larger room where instruments are played. This is kind of like what it would sound like in a way. Digital reverbs will never sound the same as a real room. So, we emulate that. So we got 2 options here. Reverb 2, I think, is a bit longer, so let's check that one. Yeah. So this is a lot more live. This is a lot more dry, we'll call it. And we got some delay. As usual. Woohoo.
True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana, calling out the plug cause we got them pounds. True Santana, 2 Glocks with me rocking my bandana. True Santana, calling out the plug cause we got them pounds.
Whoops. That's what happens when you press like the keyboard and then the beat starts playing all scary in a different pitch, note, whatever. So yeah, on the master, as you can see, if you know my YouTube videos, I try and head to -3, right? Because of YouTube, you don't really need to go to 0. So with the limit, I'm brickwalling at -2.5. That's fine. That's about there. 2.5 there. And yeah, you would naturally want to go to 0, obviously, make your music as loud as possible, because ego is always involved in loudness. Anyway, I hope you guys done something. It's your boy Farai. I got the flu, so I'm sounding a bit kind of weird and off. This was all recorded using the Blue Spark microphone. And yeah, feel free to comment. You can purchase this template on my website. It'll be up within the next day. We do custom templates, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, have a good one. Hope you learned something.
Nice.